All right, welcome back. We talk a lot about decisions in game. Now I got to talk about decisions, what happens in the offseason. It's going to be a very busy one. Josh, Yohe, can the Steelers get away from their comfort zone? That is, I mean, we saw them trade a #1 pick, which many people thought they'd never see because they hadn't seen it in over 50 years. They may have to make some decisions that you wouldn't have expected them making. And we'll start with Ben Roethlisberger, only because it's a big situation. He wants to play. He's a Hall of Famer. He's done an awful lot of good stuff. Should that be his call? Or do they say, wait a minute, we can't do that because they have a lot of money invested in other things that they need to take care of in the future? How would you solve that situation?
Well, Ben is going to be the story of the offseason. I have always believed he would be back for at least one more year. I suspect he will. Boy, some jarring imagery, though. I was just looking, my colleague Mark Cabali just tweeted a picture of Ben Roethlisberger and Marquise Pouncey at Heinz Field, the last two guys on the field, just sitting on the bench together after the game on an empty field. Roethlisberger with tears in his eyes, apparently, as he left the field. That gets your attention. I've never seen that side of Ben before. Maybe he knows the end is near. I don't know that there's a better option than him for the Steelers next season. I don't know that bringing in a rookie is going to help them win immediately, or that there's anything that they can really do. They're in salary cap hell right now, and he's going to cost them a ton of money whether he's with this team or not next season. I suspect they will ride with him, but obviously he's not the only problem. But it's time to start considering what to do with their quarterback position moving forward.
It's definitely an image that you think about, and it's a big sign, I think, to me. You look at this, you can't pay him $41 million to come back next year. $22 million, I think that's even a lot of money, but that's what they're stuck with, $22 million whether he plays or he doesn't. I would clean house altogether and start over. I think that's what you have to do at this point with this team. Ben Roethlisberger has one more year. I did think he was going to come back, but now I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know if I would want him to come back if I was a fan.
All right, Paul, we're going to get your answer on when we come back. We're up against a break. We'll take it right now. We'll hear from Paul, and we'll continue right after this.